Great. Freaking goes out in the last minute of the stream.
Jordan's live streaming. Like Skip. But, yeah, so.
Okay. We're finally back after having issues there. So, great. Now no one's watching. Great. Oh, gosh. Why does the Wi-Fi always have to freak out, like, right at the end of these streams?
You mean it's about to end?
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes, because we always do it 9 to 10.
9 to 6? Oh, God.
No, we've got...
Why'd you say it like that?
I'm a long dream. Oh, yeah, okay.
I guess we'll see if anyone else joins, but I doubt anyone is now, because this stupid Wi-Fi freaks out.
Yeah, Wi-Fi.
And it's funny, they said this is like the best internet you could get, and it just freaks
hold
out.
on now. You can't just start, like, freaking out. Like, it probably just needed to think about something, you know? Because 10 million people on the Wi-Fi can't really be that great, you know?
Yeah, like, well, you're watching inappropriate videos on my Wi-Fi. Is that when my Wi-Fi's messed up?
You just put viruses in someone's watching.
Yeah. That was me. But what were we talking about? I literally lost track of what we were talking about.
Cars.
What about cars?
I talked about the whole Pro Charger thing and all that, so, but...
Oh, okay. So, on that, the 4.0, like my engine, literally all you can find are centrifugal superchargers, unless you want the root style Explorer Express, which is the most expensive and biggest, like, kind of scam you can get. Because, well, I mean, there is the mod box. The mod box is a root style as well. The Explorer Express blower is just extremely expensive. It's about $6,000 for everything. Without a tuner. Like, it's without a tuner. You get all the parts you need. It's like a 2.8 liter blower. So, I mean, it's pretty good size. But literally, you only get about 100 horsepower out of it. So, literally, like, if I could do a turbo build and get twice the power out of it.
Does the V6 Mustang have a supercharger available for it?
The 3.7?
Your dad's Mustang?
Oh, it's got tons of options available.
Does it have a supercharger?
Like a roots blower?
Like
on top,
supercharger.
A roots blower.
It's like, literally like a supercharger, dude. Like,
Yes, there's two types of superchargers.
What you think of a supercharger, you think of like what you see on a Hellcat,
just
like
any kind of like.
Okay, so you're talking about roots blower. Anyway.
Yeah.
I've seen a few, but I don't know the name of the kit.
Probably not as many as you
see. If I can find someone to fab up an adapter from my engine block to a Mustang intake manifold, I can do a Mustang supercharger on my car.
Using a 3.7 kit. They do make Pro Chargers with 3.7. I can tell you that. Vortec and Paxton, of course, those two companies.
I just don't know about the whole.
There is
turbo.
There is the Super 6 Motorsports twin turbo kit. That's probably the big dog. The 3.7, the 3.5 to 3.7 turbo conversion.
3.5.
A 3.5 EcoBoost turbos.
Yeah, see, I can't do any of that stuff with my head.
Yeah, but that's what my dad's wanting to do with his. And just
I'm glad I found that out though.
You would have bought all that and now you
all those essential parts.
I mean, I would have definitely found out before then, but I'm just glad that I was able to find out.
Yeah.
Like at all. Because basically what I did is I just went to Ford and I said, hey, I need to see these parts or whatever, and I actually have the papers out in my car still of the different diagrams.
So they were the ones who told you?
No, I had to figure it out myself. I just went up to his desk and said, hey, I need these pictures printed out.
Hey, Ford, I want to ask you a couple questions. Why the fuck are y'all so stupid? Making all these dumbass decisions.
Making all these separate parts just for the same engine.
And dropping the 3.7.
Difficult.
Literally, that's one thing I hate with that Ford did with the 3.7 is they like
got rid of it.
Well, not only that, but it's like it was such a good motor.
Why not make a better V6? Like,
yeah.
Why do you drop it?
Yeah, because in case you're new to the whole idea of the Mustang, the original 64, I believe, was the first year made a Mustang. Was it only? It was a 64 and a half. Is what they call it.
Oh yeah.
They were only inline 6 for the first year. There were no such thing as the GT until 66, and that's when the original 5.0 came into existence on it. And that's why Ford typically tends to stick to 5.0s, is because that's literally the displacement of the first vehicle they use.
Yeah, and they've been trying to go back to the throwback with the body style and
because the Fox body had a 5.0, the original had a 5.0, the new ones are 5.0s. Literally, like the only times that they really did stick with that was the SN95 days and the S197.
I do have a question. Why didn't they put the GT350R in the in GT Sport?
That's a good question. I actually think it's
Like Gran Turismo has like basically fucked up this as much as Ford has right now. They're stupid shit.
I mean, I love Ford to death, but when I heard the 3.7 was getting like killed off, I was quite upset.
Yeah.
Because when it comes down to it, the 3.7 had so much potential, and they'd only been making it for a few years. Literally, the 3.7 was a brand new
we're sitting here talking like it should have been the Mustang in the first place. Like, why'd they get rid of it and all? But I guess it's just mainly because they downgraded even more from the
What do
Mustang.
you mean?
Like, we're sitting here saying like, why did they get rid of the V6 and the Mustangs, blah blah blah? But yet we also say, why do they have V6 and Mustangs at all?
Well, I'd rather them have a V6 than a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
I mean, technically, you are going back to if you're going back to roots, you're going to a V6 or an inline six, but still, it was a 6-cylinder. So it's like, if you want to go back to roots, don't throw a 4-cylinder in it. Like, they just make a better V6 that puts down some like massive power, dude. Like
I
what
would
are you thinking?
Like, I would have loved it if Ford had made a performance version of the V6, like they did the GT350 for the V8s.
Yeah,
It would be cool if they built kind of something like a GT 100 or something like that.
I guess how I guess Nismo is for the 350. Yeah, I wish they did a Nismo for my car. Well, they technically did like a body kit,
but it wasn't like a full on Nismo.
Yeah, they didn't do like. Well, you can do a Nismo as awesome, my car.
What? Don't do it on stream. Just do it. But oh gosh, I hope they didn't.
Oh, it's aimed right at me. Just gonna stand up here in the quick.
Anyway, to me, my problem when Ford dropped it was, like I said earlier, the V6
dropped the
Yeah,
that's why they did that. The guy was like, "Don't you put another V6 in that Mustang?" He's like,
but the 370 just had so much potential and it was going so well for them. But, and it sold more than the 2.3. You don't see very many 2.3s, especially where I live. The 2.3 is not a very popular car. Most people who buy Mustangs still stick to the 3.7 and 5.0.
They just buy they just go to the 2017 and down. They don't even go for the 4-cylinder. I think the lady that raced me, or not tried to race me, actually had a 4-cylinder. Because I heard a whistle that sounded like it sounded like.
Dude, my mom's car's a 4-cylinder naturally aspirated, and that junk whistles out of the exhaust, and it's so weird.
Really? And I mean, like I said earlier,
it's not turbo, and it just whistles.
No, see, this was a Mustang. Mustangs don't whistle.
Why is it that our parents all drive, or our moms all drive really boring cars?
Yeah, like a Toyota Camry.
I like it. I just wish it didn't have like a Dollar General motor in it.
Crappy Kia.
I mean, it's crap. It's pretty trash.
It's
like
bad.
the only like your dad drives a Mustang. That's pretty awesome. My
I
dad
literally
drives
out of our
Budweiser car. That's pretty awesome. I get
free beer. Even none of
us.
Just to clarify, his dad does work for Budweiser, but none of us drink.
No.
Well, me and him don't. We don't know about him. He probably does.
No, I don't drink.
Bull crap.
I don't. I drink
Tell me
once.
to my face that you don't drink.
I don't.
Without a smile on your face.
I can't do that.
As serious as
I
you
can't
possibly
take anybody seriously.
Alright, but you can't look at him without laughing. He's just a funny person. You can't
I don't drink illegally. I've had a beer. I've had a whole beer, like a big old glass about this tall beer. But it was in Germany, and
that is legal. That is legal.
I have on one of the Caribbean islands. While we were on a boat, actually, going around the island, they gave us a bunch of rum punches and beers, and I started drinking like crazy. And I stood up, like I felt fine sitting down. I was like, all right, we gotta get off and go onto the beach. I stand up, I just go, oh god. I'm like,
so you turned into me.
Smacked me in the face.
You turned into me that one day in the vacation class.
It all just hit your
I was sitting there, and I'm just like, no, I didn't feel sick. I just like, oh god. And I started like, the boat was like sitting still, and I'm sitting there like,
oh dude, boats are hard enough to walk on.
Dude, it's funny. Everyone says something about sea legs when you get off a cruise ship, how you're kind of wobbly for a few days.
Have you ever had trampoline legs?
What's that?
Where you you're jumping on a trampoline for like 3 hours straight, and then your legs just get off, and it's so weird.
No, that's like when you have a weight on your feet, and then trying to like lift it up, and then when you take it off, you feel like you jump like higher than hell.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like whenever you're on a trampoline, you jump super high or whatever, and then you get on the ground, and then you jump on the ground. It's like I'm really heavy guy. Can't jump.
But It's funny. My mom and them were like, we're gonna have sea legs when we get back from this cruise. When I went on a cruise a couple years ago, it's part of that whole thing. And we got off the cruise ship, and I walked fine. I didn't have a single issue.
I don't think that's true. I mean, after a while, you start to notice the rocking the boat a lot more for how massive it is. But like, you don't ever like get off and think whoa, dude, I'm still wobbling. People will joke about it. Like if you like stumble, they'll say that. But it's not true.
Yeah, with me, speaking of cruises, I like cruises, but there's always for me. I get why you don't like water.
I don't like air or water. The ground is where it's supposed to be. Like
this man doesn't even like swimming.
Why? I don't know. I think if I was skinny, I wouldn't mind.
Well,
you wear a shirt, dude.
No, then it's like. Oh, shirt.
I wear a freaking driving shirt.
I just don't like my tits flopping out.
You jump in, they hit the water.
Okay, we've
been that video. I can't breathe. They just suffocate you underwater.
Those just float.
It just
it's a life preserver.
Yeah, it's a melted life preserver. I can't even quit.
Oh, I'm glad no one's watching.
Who needs a floating ring? You got tits.
Huh?
Who needs a floating ring?
You just wrap them around.
You just like
okay, when massive nuts kind of float like those little floaters for the fish. It's so stupid.
This got really off topic.
I just like fall down and like I'm just floating up like whoa.
Okay, everyone. Well, that'll do it for this second episode of the Caffeine and Octane Pre-Show podcast. I know we got really off topic here at the end, and then we had all the internet issues.
You can have two separate live stream archives. I hope not.
I hope not. But if you haven't,
archives.
Somebody Irish?
Archives, yeah.
Anyway, if you haven't already, go subscribe to Michael's channel, Kindlestone, even though he doesn't upload because he's lame. Go follow his Instagrams if you really want to see him actually post stuff.
Kindlestone. Easy, okay? I try.
Kindlestone.
I'll be sitting on lunch and I'll be like,
okay. Kindlestone. I don't want doing this because it's not like I can pop up text and just like bam, Kindlestone. But it's Kindlestone and Kindlestone_forward. And then we have Kason right here for MG Productions, which may undergo a rename here soon. So I mean, I'm gonna have to change it in my titles.
You have automatic titles.
No, I don't actually have automatic titles. But all the titles that I've had this channel, and I'm not going to change it if you change the name. And of course, if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and all that stuff, because I'm going to have a lot of cool stuff once I get this computer fixed up for rendering again. And we'll have a lot of cool content coming soon. Whoa. But anyway, guys, thank you guys again for watching the stream. Hope you all enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next stream and the next video as well. See you guys next time.
Why